I just cringe when I hear that. I'm like, what are we talking about? This is it's just like trying to get a house and you haven't seen it. All you saw was a picture. You didn't see the actual house. Nobody feels comfortable buying that house. Mendoza is a house you haven't seen in the NFL. You see him in Indiana, but you haven't seen it in the so-called pro-style offense, but you haven't seen him in the NFL. You've seen Dart. You've seen what he can do, and you mentioned all the relationships, all the things that are kind of already beginning to take shape and very positive for the team's future. Why are we even talking about that? And it just reminds me about the fact that we can't trust these New York Giant publications, these so-called
WFAN.
That's just one. I'm talking about the other ones too. You know, I'm not gonna name them. I'm gonna give them no credit on this podcast, but most of them are no more than clickbait. They're the main one talking about we should trade Dart to who, for that matter, and take Mendoza at one. That kind of stuff. It really speaks to the worst part of the Giants fan base. We got some seedy characters out there who just I don't know how I can say they were Giants fans because they're negative. They haven't been. They were negative the day after the Super Bowl. I remember these jokers. They had nothing good to say. Well, about a week after the Super Bowl, they had nothing but negativity to say. You just won the doggone Super Bowl in surprising and historic fashion against a juggernaut, against Tom Brady, who was considered the GOAT in the New England Patriots. And they still had something negative to say, a whole bunch of negative to say. These kind of publications speak to that kind of stuff. So I ignore that kind of stuff. I don't expect it to be traded now at quarterback. I don't care who comes in. I think they have to understand that Dart is our quarterback. Make it work. At least give it a try for 3 years. If you don't think it's working in your tenure, then consider moving on, go into the draft, and get somebody you really want. Hopefully not Archie Manning, but whatever. So for me, I'm not really getting where some of that stuff is coming from.